It's Oliver coming at you with another video. What is this, you ask? Good question, because I don't even know the answer myself. Ashton recommended that I do this video because I too have a very stereotypical LGBT jean jacket. Here it is. So, he suggested that I go through kind of the different patches. He suggested that I go through some of the patches and the different pins that I have, and I don't know, maybe this will give you guys some insight about me, stuff that I like and enjoy, things that I do, weird, stupid things about me that probably don't even matter. So, without further ado, my jacket. I'm going to start off by saying that I organized my jacket, technically. So I have it so that the right side is entirely, some of these are upside down. I'll fix those as we talk. So I actually made it specifically so that one side of my jacket, the right hand side specifically, is for black and white patches and pins. I technically count like the gold and silver as white because it's close enough. So as you can see, also the right hand side of the back of my jacket has black and white patches on it. And then this side is for anything colorful, bright, exciting, rainbows and gay, unicorn, you know, cool stuff, as well as the back has colorful things on it. So that is the beginning of talking about my jacket. I'll start with the dark side because I feel like, you know, sometimes that gets a little bit sad. So we'll do a sad portion and then we'll do like a happier portion so that we don't all leave crying. Sounds pretty good to me. So to start off, I have this isn't gonna work. This is all gonna be backwards to you guys, isn't it? You know what, it's fine. Because most of my things don't actually have words on them. Well, a lot of them do, but at the same time, it's fine. So I have this pin that says ew people. You can't read backwards, it says ew people. And you know what? I just bought this when I was on a band trip. We went to Toronto as part of a band trip, and one of the stops was the Eaton Centre. I went into Hot Topic and got actually a lot of these pins. That's my dad. He's trying so hard to close the door quietly and not interrupt my video, but you know what? It's cool. He's a pretty chill dad. Okay, anyways, band trip. Went to Hot Topic, got a whole bunch of these pins all in one day. I think I spent like $80 on pins and patches, just because. So anyways, I have ew people, I have weird trademarked, because I am trademarked weird. I also have this little dude, it says one day closer. I don't know if you guys can hear me already. There you go. That says one day closer. It's the little death dude, because you know, you're one day closer to death. And I guess that one is, this is one of the first pins I ended up getting myself. It's just because I was in a time when I was really down and I wasn't really caring about anything, so I just started off my collection with this depressing little guy because I didn't really care about life and I didn't really care about living, and you know what? That was a time. Then I got myself some band ones, so I have AC/DC and My Chemical Romance. AC/DC I just like as a band. My dad was really into them. He went to see their concert at one point, so I mean we've had AC/DC in this household for a long time, so I kind of grew up listening to some of their stuff. I obviously don't know everything because I'm not that much of a fan, but I do enjoy their music. I will listen to whatever comes on by them. Good times. I also have My Chemical Romance because I was in my emo phase, and you know, that was a thing as well, because why not? My Chemical Romance, gotta be emo. So then I also have this patch on the front, and it says Black Sheep Club, because you know, that I always feel like the black sheep. Almost always in any group, so I saw this and I was like, yeah, that's me. I don't think I have anything else on this side, so we'll flip to the back. On the back I have a Ouija board, and this says cute as hell on it, and then like, yes, yes, call me. Please don't actually call me, because it would be kind of weird if you somehow knew my phone number. Yes, so, Ouija board, again, kind of in a depressing time, so I was sort of like really not caring about my existence and anything that happened to me. So I essentially got this, and like I have a Ouija board hat as well because I was super into the idea of summoning a demon and selling my soul because I really didn't care at that point, and I thought it would be really interesting to play around with ghosts and spirits and stuff. Should they be real? I don't even know. I'm just gonna say it's possible. And my 21 Pilots, now I just sit in silence, because, you know, that's cliche. But I almost always sit in silence, so there we go. That is the depressing side of my jacket. That's over and done with. We don't have to talk about it anymore. Don't worry about it. I don't really have many stories for most of these patches. A lot of my patches and pins were just impulse buys because I saw it and thought it was cool and just got it. Yeah. Next, for colors and cute things, I have a really sparkly magic pin because, as much as it seems stupid, I really like to believe in magic. I just think it's a great time because, like, I believe in something. And even though it's hard to believe in some of the stuff that they tell you and you see through some of the things that people say, it's just, for me, it's a way to keep my innocence in a time where I feel like I've lost everything. The fact that I can still believe in magic and be intrigued by it is just amazing to me. And I feel like it's the only bit of innocence I have left in me, so I try to hold on to that as tightly as I possibly can, just because, you know, I feel like it would be a scary world without people who believed in magic and people who had the tiniest shred of innocence in them. So I guess I hold on to magic because I'm holding on to my innocence so that I don't turn into, like, you know, an awful person. Next, I have a drink that says cool on it. I just thought it was fun. It also came, I'm gonna flip to the back, this is probably illegal, but you know, I also got it, it was in a package, so with this banana and this pizza slice, so I just, you know, I thought it was cool, so I got it, because it said cool. I have my Rainbow Love Wins heart pin because are you an actual, somewhat gay, also transgender if you don't have gay merch? Yeah. So, I mean, I know that being transgender technically makes me straight because I do like girls, only girls, I'm sorry guys, but I still like to embrace the fact that at one point I was gay, or I was a lesbian, for anyone who prefers that term. I like to embrace that, and I still, I guess, kind of, in a way, feel like I'm connected to that part of the community because I still had those experiences, and I still remember what it was like to be in that situation, so it's not like that's ever going to leave me, so I still keep all of my LGBT stuff, because as much as it's for the T, the transgender, the transition, I still kind of, I guess, count myself to be part of the lesbian gay community as well. That's just a personal thing though, so I guess that also explains my rainbow piece because I was obsessed with peace signs when I was a kid. I don't know why. Probably because I had all of these things going on inside and I was just like, you know what? Peace, love, and happiness. That's all you need in life. And then I never, you know, got that, so I just got messed up. Next up, I have a horse patch from Pocket. So I am a horseback rider. I do horseback riding lessons in some of my free time. I don't go that often, so it's not like I go twice a week or, you know, I'm not up at the barn all the time. Sometimes I usually only go once a week. Sometimes I don't even make it up for once a week. I do horseback riding about once a week. I volunteer at the barn where I ride, so I help out with chores and the barn keep up, I guess. And I also do my lesson, so I ride in a lesson the same night that I volunteered, just so that I only go up once a week, because it's getting to a point where it's hard for me to even get up there once a week because school is getting in the way and my anxiety, depression, stress is all getting in the way as well. So sometimes I'm lucky if I even make it up once a week, because there are times where I cancel because I'm not feeling up to going to the barn, like working, because I just had such an awful weekend or week, I guess. And other times where my coach actually has to cancel the lessons herself because she's feeling under the weather, something's going on with the weather, just a bunch of different factors. So I mean, this is the time of the year when a lot of lessons get canceled, so really lucky if I even get to make it up there once a week. But I guess, horses are a big part of me. I found horses when I was really little. I went to a camp. It was for like March break or something, and my parents just needed to do something with me because they were working and I wasn't in school. So they would drop me off at the camp, and I would just get to hang out with horses and feed them and talk about them, learn about them, and ride, of course. It was also for riding, so you would get like riding lessons throughout the day in different like groups depending on how advanced you were. And that's, I guess, where I got my start in horseback riding. I then moved on to doing an overnight camp in the summertime. So I would do 2 weeks every summer and go to this overnight camp where you would do horseback riding and such, but it was also like a camp, so you would do like swimming and archery and different like bonding activities and stuff like that. So yeah, those are some of the highlights of my summers from years in the past. I haven't gone for years now. I think the last time I went I was 11 or 12, something like that. It was a long time ago. So it's been 4 or 5 years now that I haven't gone. Wait, 11 or 12, it's been 5 or 6 years, I think. Either that or it's 4 or 5 for like 12, 13. Anyways, I haven't gone in a long time, and as far as I know, actually last I heard they shut down the camp, so that camp actually doesn't exist anymore. So I mean, it's been a big part of my life for a long time. I've also been doing like my riding with the barn I'm at now for 5, 6 years, 4, 5, 6 years, somewhere in there. Yeah, so horses, huge part of my life. Actually, kind of a sad story. I fell in love with one of the horses at the barn where I ride currently. She was the sweetest horse you'll ever meet. Her name is Jewel. She was a chestnut paint. She had like really, really cute markings. I loved her to death. She was brought up Western, so I ride English, which is different from Western, obviously. If you look up Western saddles and English saddles, you can see the difference. So she was brought up Western, and then we started teaching her English as she went on with our barn. I was one of the only people who rode her most of the time, just because she didn't match well with most people, but she and I matched so well that it was kind of crazy. We did go through a period of time where she wasn't like the greatest horse for me. She would, go off and rush and run around without stopping and stuff like that, but then we got her onto a different diet plan and everything kind of fixed itself. She had some supplements that she needed to take, and after that she was good to go. Like, she came back to being the sweetest, most amazing horse I've ever met. And sadly, she passed away this past summer, July 9th specifically. And yeah, I haven't really been enjoying the barn as much, I guess, since that, because I mean, like, that was my favorite horse. Like, that was my heart horse, and she's gone now. And it's hard to go back to a place that was so amazing for you, and then to find it so empty and different because one thing is different, one thing has changed. And I honestly don't think I'm over the fact that she's gone. It's way too hard to think about how I'm going to figure this out. Like, I've contemplated leaving the barn and quitting my lessons and everything because, like, I don't know, everything seems so different now and not the same. But I do have another horse there that I love to death. Her name's Tyra. She's in my bio for those of you who follow me on Instagram. She was the very first horse that I ever fell in love with at that barn. And I mean, I still love her to death, but Jewel kind of took that spot and got a higher spot even than Tyra did. So I mean, Tyra's still there. Tyra's still an amazing horse. I love her too. She's so sweet. But it's just not the same without Jewel. So, yeah. I also really like this patch because, I mean, like, you can see it is a chestnut horse. It kind of does remind me of Jewel in a way, so it's almost like I have her. Yeah. She's, like, right over my heart and everything, so, yeah. Onto the back of the jacket. I'm sorry, I rambled about horses for a good while. Banana patch because it came in the set and I just wanted banana pizza and a drink. This one says touch me and die, so it's a little cactus. And I just thought it was really funny because, like, this little smug face that he's given, look at that face. That looks like the face of death. No, I just thought it was really funny because, I mean, like, through my depression and anxiety, I've also had days where I was like, absolutely do not touch me. If you touch me, I'm gonna rip my face off. So, yeah, that's where this patch came from. I just saw it and instantly related to it and was like, I need that on my jacket because if I don't have the guts to tell somebody that I really can't be touched right now, I'll just be like, look for the cactus. And then they'll see touch me and die, and they'll hopefully be like, backing off now. Sorry, bud. See you later. So yeah, pizza slice, like we said before. This is just a sleigh rainbow. 'Cause, you know, gotta slay like a cool kid. Yeah, I'm just dumb. Don't even worry. Half of these don't even have stories. I just, again, impulse buys. I look at it and I'm like, heck yeah, that's an impulse buy, and I just go for it, you know? Yeah. This next one is it's a planet with all of the transgender colors in it, so I actually really love this one, and, I don't know, I feel like Ash has probably put up the video already, so I will just say it. Ashton was sent 3 of these patches by somebody from, I believe, his channel, so thank you to that person. He took one for himself for his jacket, gave one to his friend Ollie, O-L-L-I-E, which is a difference from mine, which is O-L-L-Y, so different Ollies. So one for himself, one for Ollie, and one for me. So I just happened to snag this patch from him while I was visiting him for Thanksgiving, for American Thanksgiving. I don't remember when that was. And last but definitely not least, oh wait, I have more on the, I skipped over some pins. Okay, last patch I have is a cute, adorable, very vibrantly colored unicorn, because it's a unicorn and nobody can tell me that that's not cool, because it is. And also the vibrant colors look super cool, and again, nobody can tell me otherwise. The pins that I forgot about were this little unicorn dude here. It's like a stained glass type of effect, so I thought that was really cool, and it's a horse with a horn on its head, and I just, what can be better than that? And then I also have a rainbow that says, let's get lit, because being lit is a good time, and you know what, I just look to have a good time with my life. That's my plan in life. That's my entire plan in life. hot chocolate break. My entire plan in life is to have a good time, meet people, talk to people, hopefully have an influence on their lives, hopefully do something to make their lives better, because I don't want other people to have shitty lives. I don't want other people to have shitty lives. I feel awful when I see other people struggling through situations that could have been avoided, and I hate hearing the stories of what some people have to go through because it's just awful and it's not right, and it's in most areas it ends up being rape or abuse of some kind, and I can't believe that there are people in the world who would just do that. So I guess whenever I meet someone, anyone, I try to be extremely mindful of triggers, and I just do what I can to make a person happy and smile and have a better day. If they were having a good day, then maybe they're having a better day, a great day. If they were having a bad day, maybe they're having an okay day, maybe they're having a good day. I just want to make that little bit of difference for people so that it's not like everybody's struggling all the time, because I think that would just be an awful world to live in. So, there you go. Those are my patches. That's my jacket. I can always update with more stories and stuff. If anybody's interested in knowing what I add, I might wait until I add a couple new things and then talk about like 2 or 3 at a time, and hopefully I'll have some better stories for them. But that was my jacket. I already said that. But yeah, thank you guys for taking time to listen to me talk about some of the stuff that's important in my life, some of the things that have happened to shape my life, and all in all, just to listen to me talk about my jacket and how it came to be. Yeah, thank you guys so much, and as I like to say at the end of all of my videos, to everyone out there, Ollie Ollie Oxenfree.